Oh, I'm
It's
really bad
always
about
almost dead.
charging my headset too, to be honest.
Let me remember. Yeah, I thought you had a solid performance.
Okay. Here.
I would say that the overall most people were pretty cleanly boxing in the tournament. There's a few
Oh no,
exceptions,
I'm
but
checking my
for the
DMs.
most part, it was mostly a solid tournament.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm glad Rico is getting a recognition in the UBA polls because that man fought his heart out.
Oh yeah,
I mean, the whole
James.
team did, to be fair, but he's the one that got us to the next stage. I
Yeah.
mean, Sage was fighting while hobbling around, and Ovoid put his all into it too. Like he had a great performance on both days, but came up a little short.
Yeah, he fell back a bit on his old ways, but in his defense, the style he was facing, he kind of had no choice.
Yeah, he was chasing and lunging. The first time
Yeah.
they thought he was doing good about cutting off and stuff. I just think, yeah, the second time was maybe not ideal, but it's forgivable.
Yeah, everyone did great. I
Jordan,
think.
do
I
you want
think
to go
that's good.
versus someone not HP, or do you want to wait for HP?
I got time for like 3 rounds, and then I gotta
Okay.
take off after. So whoever's up doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have you do sword. Oh, never mind. 1 HP is coming for 3x3. I lied.
Okay. Is Zudo Lord EU
Yeah,
or the NA? Okay, yeah, I think I've seen them fight a long time ago.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Should be either you can either do Zoto or me next. Zoto's tall though.
Soto gets around. He's doing everybody.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lord.
Oh, he's here, the man himself.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna today because my knees are kind of bugging me, but I like stretched and then I shadow boxed a bit and it felt mostly fine. So we'll see. Plus, I think with what I'm doing with cast, I don't really have to move that much. I can just kind of walk him down, so that helps.
Wow, says he doesn't have to try against cast. See how it is.
You're tight cast? That's crazy. Yeah, my triceps get pretty tight too.
Gotta wait for the second lawsuit coming in.
What lawsuit?
Thought I was joking, but that
UBA?
lawsuit's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that rule change, 1 HP. I'm coming for your ass. Me and my lawyers in your office, Monday morning, 9 a.m. No, rule change.
Rule clarification, I guess.
How
No, they're
about
there
you
shredding.
clarify your position in the queue? Yeah, 1 HP has the code. I sent it to him first, actually. Jordan and HP, what are you guys working on? So I know what to talk about.
Yeah, Maki, I'm documenting all of this, so just so you know. Haunting us. I already have it screenshotted. Deleting it doesn't help.
On your garden style. Okay. I don't know what your style is, but understandable. Have a nice day. Good luck.
I'm just gonna be moving around and just going with the flow.
Yeah. I want to see you work on that card a little bit more. Like the stuff that we talked about.
Sure.
Seconds out.
bit laggy. Let's see.
Okay. 1 HP looks like Jordan here, but that's weird. 1 HP is in the all grade transitions.
The cousins.
I think that's what it's taking.
Islands.
Laggy.
I like that jab.
Yeah, something they both. I was gonna just say something they both do is they'll like stand in front of each other when they're both in range, and then either will throw. Like, so they tend to shorten their range a bit.
Has a habit of like keeping his hands at the in-game chin, which like I know in real life means his hands are actually at his chin, or like covering his jaw. The game headset is
Yeah, they're just covering his collarbones mostly.
yeah.
There's like things you can do with your guard to keep your range without constantly like throwing out a jab. I think both guys could do that. Just sort of move your arms in and out a little bit. Just establish that. Throw some, nothing shots and really light feints.
Yeah, I mean, I think people get caught up in like wanting to tighten up their guard, but it leaves them like stiff where they're holding their hands just in front of their face. You can create a bit of distance, like you can put the arm out and like hand fight, you can like measure range with it, you can post and still be defensively responsible. You don't just have to hold your hands like on your chin.
Yeah, that's why if you see when I fight, like my guard is very dynamic. It's a few reasons why. One is just to keep it where I think you're gonna punch, but another thing is like to keep you watching it. That way you don't know when I'm gonna throw. And so yeah, it lets me close distance and set shots up better.
Yeah, just gives them something else to think about too.
Yeah, it's like a good foundation for feints too.
Hey, HP, when you're kind of stuck in the corners like that, you're throwing the hook, but if you pivot off of it and start like throwing straights as you're moving away, you'll do damage and get out of there. You're just kind of throwing the hook and standing in the corner. And you're kind of getting trapped in there.
Yeah, work on that position this round. I would.
Yep. You're also just kind of letting Jordan get close if he wants to get close. You're not like doing enough to keep him away.
I think 1 HP needs to work his jab.
Yeah, he's got long enough arms. You could definitely like keep people at the end of it. Already showing him some pivots. That's it.
Yeah, some things are just easier to show when you're in game.
Yeah, I'll between rounds, but It's a really good that decide what side that you're going to step off on, wait for them to throw on that side, and then throw after it as you step out.
Yeah.
As you were saying it.
Perfect.
Good starting. Tomato. That's what you need to do. That's what you don't do. Like what HP was doing there. Like shifting positioning. Roll points. Your output was 67. So that's pretty good.
I like the post there.
Next guest.
Yeah, but you're using the wrong hand to hook or going the wrong direction on HP. You want to hook and pivot the same direction. So use your right hand to hook and move right, or use your left hand to hook and hook left.
I think he's got his phone like next to him and he's like coming over to listen. Yeah, so when you're moving like that, if you can hear me, that's what you want to do. You want to like, because the momentum from your pivot, you don't even have to really sit down and punch, just your body moving in that direction, like the twist will give you force into it.
And generally, it's whatever your lead hand is.
Yeah.
So left hand, if you're right-handed, you use your left hand and pivot off and go left usually. But you can do it both directions if you've got the right balance.
Also, if you're going to step off to the left, I wouldn't you can throw like a straight as you're stepping off with the right hand.
Yep.
But I wouldn't throw like a hook off the opposite side that you just stepped off of, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what he was doing initially.
But just like a step off hook and a straight it's great, and then you can just back up, or if you rocked him, you can press from an angle.
Yep. So hook on and move at the same direction, and then like Jank said, you can, after you get that first hook and pivot, you can use your straight punches to create distance. So pivot with the hook and then push back basically with the straights. Usually you're going to find it the easiest. So if you're right-handed, if you hook with the left and you pivot out that way, that's going to be the easiest. And if you're southpaw, it's going to be the opposite direction. Which I think you're in the southpaw position. So it'd be your right hand. Right. Oh wait, no, you're in conventional.
This is gonna reset, and then
Yeah, as you're pivoting, try to swing that back foot around, and then use that sort of momentum to throw the hook. So it should be kind of all at once. Or like once you plant, but you have to be fast if you want to do it that way. In game, it doesn't make that much of a difference. There you go.
You just want to drill that. Yep.
Straighten that second shot up. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, when you pivot, you're usually trying to set up a next shot, and then you kind of either want to back out or you want to commit to going to the body or something. But generally, it's a great space.
Yeah, in any big defensive movement like that, you want to be centering it around a counter, I think. You don't want to waste getting away from them, because then it just gives the incentive to keep going after you. There's a good example of it during the UFC. It was I can't remember his name, but the guy that was fighting Ozdemir. I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest. I haven't followed UFC super well. Mansfield?
Yeah, that's it. Alonzo Manifield. Yeah, he was doing some great head moves and flips, but he wasn't throwing anything back, and he wasn't getting out of the pocket. And eventually, he got caught. He dodged like 10 punches in a row before that.
Yeah, so that same pivot you're doing with the hook, you can do it off of a jab, and you can have more distance. It's not really a pivot; it's a step. If you step to the side out, and you can do it with your jab.
You can also do the golf special, and then after the hook, throw the hook on the same side to the body.
Double it up. That's what I got cast with. If he's still in.
Welcome NFTG.
Yeah, we don't really have much to coach on this one because Jordan's doing a lot of the inside coaching.
Yeah, it's good to work on something special like this for a whole round. Ideally, you want to drill it as much as you can, but
Cat's keeping you on your toes. It's good drills.
Stay light on your feet.
Hey, fun rounds, HP. Have fun the rest of the night, guys. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, man.
Free.
Good stuff.
See ya. Are we figuring out, or is it fish?
Yeah, pivots are very foundational. It makes it where you're not just like hop skipping out of the pocket or making these big defensive movements. A lot of times, the only danger point is right in front of somebody. So if you can just get out from right in front of them, you have them in a position where they're in danger and you're not. I mean, that's like 99% of my game. I'm not super athletic. I just know where to be.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch my spars or fight with the fish or Dave, I'm not moving super fast with my feet, but it looks like I am in game, and it's just because I'm moving, cutting corners well, whether it's a pivot or whether a sidestep. And people can't in this game, because most people don't have a boxing or fighting background, they can't handle if you move anywhere other than forward and backwards. If you can pivot out or step out off a jab, you're going to be already ahead of most of the player base.
Yeah, Bad is really good at that. Just pivoting from right in front of you and rolling underneath your shots. It's actually kind of annoying to fight. I mean, sometimes if you're in the mood to go after and then he's doing that, it's very frustrating. What's the next bar?
The Pooper and I don't know who else actually. Tomato or Soto?
Cooper and Zotto? Yeah, I thought it was Cast and Fish, which is, I just realized it's kind of a crazy pairing.
Oh.
Cooper and Fish. I'm confused, you guys. I think you guys are just saying words.
I'll let
Cooper Fish.
Fish send somebody the code.
They really could have just revealed the code. It's just us. in here.
Just the lads.
Yep.
I don't think everyone's gonna jump on.
And if they do, you just kick them off.
Getting them in chain link.
I wonder if I can clip my mic to my headset.
I just thought about that. I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
It might catch the wind, depending on the mic quality. If you're moving a lot.
We catch the wind of me about to pass out.
Yeah. People are like begging for a VC, and it's like, dude, you do not want to hear me gasping for air and coughing.
Fish flexing with the shorts.
Oh yeah.
The shorts and the shoes.
Fish is in the green, right?
Is it?
He's got the side part. Wait, do they both have the side part?
Yeah, they look similar.
I think Fish is the green gloves, photographs. Cooper's always changing his avatar, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I think he wanted to match his idol, so. The shorts look good.
Yeah, I like the shorts. I really just want the gloves, but
Yeah, I personally don't really care about the cosmetics.
I just want those gloves. I don't care about shorts or shoes, but the gold gloves look clean. Did they say what tech they were trying to work on? Looks like they're just moving around here.
Yeah, I think probably movement. The one in gold, I'm assuming, is Pooper, and he keeps dropping his hands a bit, especially even after he throws. He pulls them to like his belly button and then pulls it back up.
What's up, Dave?
Yeah, he's got the VR boxing guard, which is just like something you never see in real boxing. Not that it's bad or anything, but just the two arms like straight out in front at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, Fish is really good at, and I think this is what he's probably showing him, is cutting off the ring. I really wish in Spectator we could actually see the ring, so you can actually like commentate that better. But you can see he's just in the center of the ring and making Fish or Pooper move.
Oh, like their shared room scale.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like a little light outline so we could tell that apart. At least through a Spectator.
They just doing one round? All three?
I don't know actually. I think it's
Yeah,
two
might be
rounders.
three.
Oh my god, he just assaulted Fish.
Yep. And kiss the fish. Yeah.
We might have to take that up with HR.
It's just a spar, but we could take away points. He'll lose the spar.
You're minus 50 clean points, so you're not going to get clean status.
Yeah, you're in debt. So you gotta get to like a clean loan shark. Nice.
You were not prepared.
Luckily,
All that-
we didn't have you fighting for the team. Do most people not have like an external charger for their headsets?
I don't, but my battery typically lasts like 2 hours or so. That's more than enough time.
I got one with the 2 external batteries.
Oh, nice. I mean, I got one for my Quest 2 for like $10 on Black Friday. If you don't have $10, I'm sorry. I would say blame UBA for withholding your pay after you did all that commentary.
Workers'
They're
rights.
working on dancing.
Cooper is moving well here. He needs to pick his hands up though.
Yeah, he's used to people not being able to get in front of him. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
it's hard
dropping
to
his
escape
hands.
fish.
Yeah. Fish doesn't hit the hardest, but he's very good at tracking you down.
But yeah, it wears on you. And like your longer fights, just having someone walking towards you constantly, it wears on us. Oh, we're through there a little bit. I think he recognized it. Nice long guard. He needs to pick his hands up though. If you're gonna do defensive head movement, you have to know exactly what they're gonna throw. And even then, the only point of putting your hands down is maybe like a little bit quicker trunk movement and style points, and that's like mostly style points.
I just use it for baiting. If you're giving up attacking me, I'll just use it to bait you back in to chase me or something.
Yeah, and there's
Go to the
little
body
things you
too.
can do to, there's little things you can do to get them to throw the punch you want at your head. Little subtle manipulations. Have one arm a little bit higher than the other, so they think that the left side is the throw. Etc. Keeps kissing him, dude. He loves it.
I guess it's consensual. Fish isn't really complaining about it. Still unprofessional. I don't know what to commentate on this one because I'm not sure what they're working on, and their activity is a little interesting.
I think he's just trying to get some pressure. Yeah, he's trying to move more.
Okay. You're gonna practice moving with your guard. So just put your hands down and move, because then you'll get in the habit of that and get caught.
Yeah, you should throw a spinning output fist to fish. There it is.
See, you gotta put your hands back
Well,
up to the
that didn't
elbow. Deep's got power, it seems.
Use that pooper power. Turning the pressure up. Nice. A little well maker.
Every time he touches fish, he's hurt.
Yeah, maybe that's what he was meaning by one tap of zoom.
Yeah, you just keep losing clean points, buddy. Yeah, he's already down 50 clean points, so if he keeps it up, he's gonna be down 100.
He's definitely in the hole right now. Pause. There's one thing Fish is doing this fight, and I know he's just doing it because it's a spar. He'll decide like he's done being in the pocket, and he'll just back up, sort of step backwards with his hands down. Cooper keeps hitting him for it. I'm sure he wouldn't do it in like a meaningful fight, but it's just funny to see in sparring. I like the elbow guard.
I don't think Fish goes to the body enough.
Yeah, it's hard against the shorter guys sometimes,
That's true.
especially when every hook stuns you. Ooh,
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't realize he was a power puncher. I was unfamiliar with your game.
you got that pooper power.
Yeah,
Bad
what's that when
form.
a sparring partner knocks out their... It's messed up. I'm not bringing him in for sparring.
He just wanted to get one drop in before the fight ended. Fish didn't get knocked out, by the way. He slipped. One of Pooper's posse threw a banana peel in the ring. Let's cast an Adonis. I think I've only seen cast at one time against Jackmon. I think that was him.
I have only seen one time, and that was versus me.
I wonder if they're still going to work on pressure. If you guys can, and no pressure, but if you guys can, let us know what you're working on so we know what to relay.
And also, if you have like questions on something specific, like the pivot we were doing with like 1 HP, or like what you should do when you're in the corner or something like that, also ask.
Yeah, even if you're not sparring and you just have a question about some kind of tech, there's enough boxing IQ up here right now to deal with most problems.
He put plaster in his gloves. What else can I say?
It was plastered poop.
Nah, it's fine. Like, he was timing me. I don't know. I don't know what it looked like in Spectator, but it didn't look like anything like gamey or egregious on my end.
He just gets crazy BE from it.
Yeah.
He throws his whole body over.
Nah, yeah, he's like torquing into it. I get it. GG's was a good spar. I mostly
Like that Javante Davis. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I mostly wanted to work on like movement and working the jab, and I got to do that, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I was saying the jab was looking good. You were doing it every time you were like in range for it.
Yeah.
At least at first.
At least at first, yeah. I started backing up more, just to kind of reset. Like, I was trying to get an exchange in, and then like back off and get it going again, kind of like you would in an actual spar. Sometimes that just kind of looks like you're running away in game, though. Whew, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard any of what I was saying, but it was mainly like you're doing a good job cutting him off. But I thought like there was a lot of opportunity to go to the body when you had him in the corner.
Oh yeah. oh, okay.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That was great.
Same
Alright.
thing that happened to me. Yeah, I was like thinking about it in the middle of the spar. I was like, oh god, I'm not going to the body at all. And then I would do like one body jab, and then just go back to the head. But I digress.
Yeah, golf mentioned that. Yeah. It's weird when the person's shorter than you like that. And they have
Part
good
of it
looks.
is I wasn't trying to do too much damage either.
This is Adonis and who?
Cast.
Cast, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Swing out on, yeah. If you get a TKO on a spar, that's bad form.
I'm not sure if
Say this-
Adonis got the money. It doesn't look like he's like throwing super hard though either.
Oh, it definitely doesn't look like it.
It's just the type of hook he's throwing.
Yeah.
You're a little seatbelty, and those get like crazy damage.
Yeah, one thing is Cass is kind of standing in range when he doesn't have to be. I don't know how big the room scale is, but I mean, kind of just standing there.
Like, here he's in range and not throwing.
Well, I mean, and then Adonis is just throwing too wide and dropping his hands a lot.
Yeah. Also
you
getting a
don't necessarily
TKO.
have
We can
to
get
go-
Cass in there with somebody else if we want.
Zoto, you don't necessarily have to go light, but if you get to the point where you knock them down twice, don't chase the TKO. They like go out on their shield like I was, and they just push in and you knock them down. Like, me getting knocked down was my fault. It was kind of Cast's fault there, but Adonis should have backed off a bit too.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you see
you're
him
not-
stunned, let him recover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I was like resetting
I wanna-
because I was building up damage on Shabib and I didn't want to get a knockdown. Yeah. Just gotta take it slow, guys. It also happens.
Well, I mean, this is literally why I want a sparring mode.
Yeah. The game is super like knockdown prone. Cass, do you want to go against somebody else?
That's fair. I mean, you don't really learn much from
Yeah.
a spar like that. And I put a spar with a heavy asterisk there. Attached to sparring. I think Adonis.
Yeah.
Let's go for the kill.
Actually, yeah. Let's. I guess we can try running it back. I want to see Adonis take it a bit slower, and I want to see Cast not just stand there and take it.
Yeah, so I'll act like I'm actually a coach for you guys. Adonis, you should work more of the straight punches, work behind the jab. You get too close. And so that's when you get caught the most, especially yesterday, or I guess the day before yesterday. So if you work behind the jab and you incorporate lateral movement, you'll be a lot safer. Cass, you kind of just stand there in front of your opponent in their range, and that just lets you get hit. If Adonis was actually fighting behind the straight punches, he would be hitting you a lot more than he was. So you either need to be moving if you're not punching, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you need to be moving and just be out of range.
Yeah, Cast. Try doing the first round like mostly on the balls of your feet.
Yeah. Adonis, come back in.
Yeah, so Adonis, use the jab, use straight punches, and then just focus on lateral movement.
One good little visualizer you can do is, you ever got like two positive sides to a magnet and you see when like you try to push them into each other, they resist? Think of yourself as like the other side of the magnet, and you're just being like, anytime it gets close to you, give up that little bit of space. Not straight in a not straight back, but you can pivot off, you can move to the side. Just don't stay in that space unless you're ready to throw. Jay and Avoid is a good spar. Not seen Jay play in a while.
Yeah, he's been preparing for a fight.
Yeah, and his his mamacitas.
Yeah, he's been busy. No more legs. Oh,
I made this clip. Oh god.
I was just gonna ask. Yes, I'm being selfish on comms. My bad. But while we wait, was there anything you and Jank and NFTG noticed from me that I didn't get to hear that I needed to work on aside from
Take
keeping my
back.
hands up?
Incorporating more body work.
Yeah, I knew that one. Didn't do anything.
Head movement. You're kind of, you keep your head kind of stationary when you're coming in.
Yeah.
So incorporating more head movement with your punches.
Okay.
There's always the opportunity to incorporate more feints, but that's not really
Yeah.
something necessarily right now. Level changing, but that's again just going to the body.
Mm.
The one thing I noticed, and I noticed it whenever you did that exhibition with Dave way back, but sometimes you'll be in the pocket and you'll know when it's time to leave the pocket, but you'll leave the pocket by like sort of backing up without much urgency, and your hands aren't and you keep being caught with hooks on the way out. Like when you're in the pocket, you're good and you're defensively responsible. But sometimes when you're getting out of there, it's like you turn off the defensive part of your brain because you're like, okay, I'm leaving the pocket.
That's fair.
Good stuff, though. Really liked the job.
Yeah, I made this YouTube clip for my team when we were fighting, just to help. But it basically, if you're able to jab or step out while you're fighting, especially when your opponent's coming forward, you're going to be able to manage your distance a lot better. One reason people have the biggest issue with managing distance is because they're only going forward and backwards. And so if you're only moving backwards when your opponent's moving forward, the distance is going to stay the same. So the best way to create distance is to pivot or step out with your punches. And that way, if your opponent's coming forward, you pivot out. You now created a whole range of distance that you wouldn't have had if you just moved backwards. So the two ways to do it is pivoting, like off of a hook or any punch, or just pivoting in general, or stepping out. So if you're jabbing out as they're coming in, you're going to be landing that punch. You're going to be maintaining that range with the jab, and you're going to be moving out. And so if you can do that, 95% of the player base can't do that. So you have an advantage.
Yeah.
That was just a demo I did very quickly a few days ago. I need to make an actual video to show that for the clean league. That one's just an unlisted one.
That'd be good. And just to add on to that, you can use that sort of thing. Oh, sorry. You can use that sort of thing. Like you can use that tech. It'll more like in the first couple rounds of a fight, if it's a longer fight, or in the first round of a fight, or in the first minute of a fight. When you do things like that enough, you almost create like rules of that fight, to where the opponent is thinking, well, he does this. Whenever he does this, I have to do that. And you can use that to like manipulate. You like walk them into things.
I would upload that, but my zipper's down, I think.
Oh, just blur it out. You'll get more clicks.
There.
Just make the black box obscenely large.
There you go. Swinging around in a circle.
I'm assuming Adonis isn't coming back, or
I don't know. He was like, "I'm coming," and
You-
then
you-
he didn't.
you could just give it to somebody else. Then, if he's not coming fast enough.
It's already in your DMs.
He got saged in a spar, dude. That's crazy.
Stage rules in effect.
Yeah, I'm going someone else. Yeah, my knees.
All right,
fine,
tomato.
I'll definitely come back.
Room scale,
Some
tomato.
more.
Room scale. That's the point of a spar.
Yeah, tomato. For future reference, you're never playing joystick in TCO because you have the option not to. Never.
Yeah, for the sparring or point isn't to win; it's to actually work on something. So since you're on the weaker side when it comes to room scale, you want to work on room scale movements. So coming forward, moving laterally, pivoting, things like that, especially off the jab. So if you could throw 50 jabs in one round in the spar, do it. Work on it. Well, now you have to beat Tomato, Adonis. You lost out. It's a little late now. You'll have to be at the end of the queue now. But you did have good fights with Rico. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
There's some things I think if you clean up, you'll be able to edge out most people. You took a little too long, so Tomato took your spot.
Yeah. We were waiting on you for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can hop back in later
Yeah.
if you're around.
Adonis, to your credit, like you performed like much better than I expected from like seeing you 3 or 4 months ago. I agree with Gal. Like, some stuff.
There's a lot of guys right now that are on the cusp. You know, just the 1 or 2 minor adjustments in there.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it is for like a lot of guys who play the game a lot. They might not necessarily notice. And then usually it's kind of a trio of jab, footwork, like a combination, crafting.
That's a good word for it. Combination crafting. Kind of makes it sound like it's RPG, but you know, shot placement.
Sense. Knowing where and when to put your hands, and then because all those guys have like crazy power, they just don't necessarily have the best tools to get that power to use next to other people.
Yeah, it's their power.
I don't know if they can hear me.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, good. I was just gonna say they're kind of like in the same spot they started in. They're like within one step. They're not really moving laterally or fighting behind the jab at all.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, sorry, Jank, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good. I was trying to remember what I was. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is the seems like the big X factor between like top players, and I'm not saying like the best boxers, but like just the high elo or even like really good league players. They might not have like the best boxing skills. In fact, some of them are kind of dog water, but they have maximized the power. So if any of those guys learn just like a few boxing fundamentals, they're a serious problem. And we've seen that happen with guys recently that have gotten really good. Make that from Cass there.
Yeah, Cass, after you come in with that 1-2, if you're able to kind of pivot out to your left and back out, you're going to be in a better spot than just backing straight out. And then Tomato is not doing enough to like keep you off of him. He should be just jabbing at max range.
Yeah. I think Tomato will probably be able to hear us now. Tomato, jab. Stop throwing hooks. Only throw jabs.
Yeah, and don't always throw the 2 after the 1.
Yeah.
Throw like a 1-3. Throw some same side stuff. Save the 2 because the 2 is a good shot.
I agree with Jank, but I only want to see like a round where you just throw jabs. And
Jabbing while moving. If you can jab while stepping left. Yep. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just about to say that. We're saying the same thing.
Great minds think alike.
Yes, Tomato, your jab may not be good, but that is why you are going to practice it right now.
Seconds out.
In this training event, so that you can make your jab better.
Let's go.
And that depends on what you mean by good.
We said it was.
Are you saying it's not good because you can't stun with it? That doesn't mean anything. It's a tool. You gotta use the jab like a tool. It's not to win the fight with it solely.
I mean, in situations like this, like sometimes you can. So if your opponent is very much like cast,
Well, yeah, I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying that isn't what it's for. But yeah, if the situation permits, then yeah, they eat jabs all day. Look at that.
Yeah, you can think of the jab like a laser sight. Doesn't do the damage, but it lines up the shot. And you can do damage with it. I'm not saying not that, but I'm saying if you don't have a great jab, use it to just set up the next shot.
Or use it for defense, or use it to, distract.
There's the reason it's the most important punch. Himself get knocked down there.
Let's fight.
it looks a little funky here, but it's exactly what I should.
It'll get more fluid. Yeah, you can definitely tell he's not comfortable with it because you can see him sort of like, it's a tiny little towel, but he just like lifts his arm a little bit before he throws.
He's lifting both arms. It's
Yeah,
elbows
cast.
going.
Cast counters to the body like that, yeah. Yeah, I want to tell Cass to start countering on the same side, but I don't think he can hear me. Whatever side you see him throwing, like ending the combinations on, counter on that side. He's not bringing the glove back up to his pace. Speed running the van.
Move on and ready.
He's got a 7-day timeout.
Well done.
If you post some weird shit and then you delete it, I'm still gonna see it, and I'm still gonna mute you. Or ban you, depending on what it is. Please don't be weird.
Yeah. Nice Muay Thai elbows there.
Yeah. Cass isn't in it like that. You can kind of tell
Oh, nice.
with how he moves or where he keeps his hands. It's like kickboxer height.
It's a different range, yeah. That's what you can see with Dave, like the MMA range that he fights at, because he's got good like boxing foundations. Like I would say like above average, but he always fights at the very end of his like range, which I guess is like, you know, pretty small. But
I feel like it's a really deceptive. He makes these like small step ins for 56 versus
And he's really good at like switching and using that to like get an angle. I was watching one of his like MMA fights, and he did some beautiful like step in right hand, and the guy exited to the left, and he doesn't have to switch because he's like already a switch hitter. So he just like turned his head that way and was in front of the guy. Great stuff.
I do think it's funny that like this is a spar / training, and everyone who comes in is like, who's fighting? Who's fighting? Can I fight? Can I fight?
The fight, guys. Change the culture.
You just kind of straight. It's cast and tomato.
This is good sparring etiquette, though, for those watching. This is like how you want it to be. Loose, sort of playful, not going for the kill.
I know it's not.
He caught him clean with that spinning elbow. Oof.
So it's okay. If only you guys jabs to work like the elbows. Sorry, that's a good one. I didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, it's like obviously it's not as entertaining as like a card fight or people like swinging for KOs, but still useful, still important. Also, I don't know what the fuck is going on in chat, but move on. Stop being weird. Yes, Soto. Tomato, the biggest thing I don't know if you've heard, but like when you're throwing the jab, you do this. It almost looks like you're going to feint or something. You like lift your hand up, and then you throw the jab instead of it having be like one smooth motion. You got to smooth that out.
Let's do a little demo video for jabs. I'll throw it in the chat.
Tomato, next time we train, I'll go over that with you.
But yeah, cast. I didn't think you could hear, but try whenever you see them, like if he's ending the combination a lot with the 2, try countering on that side with whatever he gives you, and not just him, but anybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, if they're not putting their hand right back to their chin, which most people don't, counter on that side. You did it a few times and it landed every time. DJ never ever reading the duck allegations. That's a good argument.
Shoveling snow.
10 seconds out. Ready. Lock's on.
Yeah, set up a fight for like a Christmas event between those two, so DJ has a
What
has an
Christmas
out.
event? There's no
I don't know,
Christmas
man.
event.
There's no Christmas event. I was talking about the Hanukkah event. My bad. Different server.
Yeah, man.
I see a lot of gold.
Oh.
You got the gloves, you got the whole fit.
Oh yeah. Okay. The Puma gloves, honestly, not rocking with them. The
I don't like
gold
'em.
gloves.
Yeah.
Golden shorts, fire. Shoes. Oh wait, they were like this.
Yeah, I just want the gloves. It's smart. The thing is, a lot of people just stop working
the
real
most
much.
important one at the end. I didn't think they need to worry about That's nice.
I like the counters for Maki. He's timing these really well.
You wouldn't think this is like a half-game match, but this is
Good pace then. Who's Maki sparring right now? Toto Wood, that's right. The difference between the speed and the counters, if you look, it's not like Zotoward's like slow on the counter, but whenever Maki counters, it's like twice as fast.
I think
That's just timing on it.
The timing is definitely there, but Maki, he's stepping in. And I don't think Soto is stepping in as much. So I think it's just hand speed. Like, there, Zoto was actually walking back. So
And Maki, if you can hear, try to like throw in some body shots in your counters. You know what I mean? Like counter to the head and then throw some to the body before you exit. Because his hands are coming up when you punch him.
NFTG,
It's incredible.
when am I getting my my outclass DKO video? Yeah, it was garbage.
I kind of need help
What do you need help with?
because I want to. There's third person shots I want to include, like for my intro and everything. And
Why didn't you just give
And
me
DJ keeps ducking me in.
I blame DJ. Yeah, without giving anything major away, I've not seen anyone else do what you did to their own fast. Gotta drop that as soon as possible before someone else does.
It still won't be as funny as mine
It was perfect, especially because I tried fighting it. Like I tried doing what you did right after, and I'm like, man, that was really impressive.
I mean, aside from like the small things I can see,
Yeah, Zoto's getting a little bit hokey there.
yeah, I think he realizes he's not going to be this sort of
Yeah,
they're both dropping their hands when they feel like they're safe out of range, and they both can close real fast, so it's not working for either one of them.
Yeah, if you do that,
Yeah, it wasn't showing me the option to accept, so I was like stuck.
but yeah, me saying Maki should like go to the body after he counters. That really is nitpicking. He is like he's doing a lot of things right. It's a little bit of tech to like improve his already good game, you know.
Well, I didn't know I had the power to do this.
But you had the power to get on, and I don't. And I don't know how to get on. I don't know how to work Discord.
He just jumped in and flexed that and then bounced.
no, I muted him.
Took away his power.
I had the established dominance there.
I tried to show him who the alpha is. No, Lord, if you can hear, whenever you can get him into like to stay in the range and throw hooks, that's a good idea. Just throw like a couple less and then get out of the pocket. He will chase you if he feels like he has the advantage. So make him think he does.
Green Day's early stuff. It's Gorillaz. Sorry, Peps. Personal fave, The Strokes, but objectively, the better band is probably Metallica. It's Sonic Youth, no question. It's Nirvana. Are you kidding me? It's
That picture of Pester doing like that flying
It's Queen.
double Superman punch thing.
Oof.
Legitimately impressive, but I want to see how he landed. I want to see how he landed.
Oh no. Oh, this is not good. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. We'll say the cure.
So Soto's doing a common thing you see in the game for tall people.
The
He's
cure.
shortening his range to hooks.
The cure.
Like
that's
he's in range to jab
best band ever
like, constantly
Arctic
and not
Monkeys
throwing
obviously
anything.
have a longer and more storied career, but they do.
That's good there. This is where he should be jabbing. Any closer than that.
Yeah.
I just think Monkey beats him
Especially
to the punch there. He's got faster hand speed by a lot.
Yeah, the best way to beat someone faster than you is timing and mixing up their tempo. Maki's good, but he also has a readable tempo. So if you're able to just throw non-committal jabs, you're just gonna get free damage. You don't have to commit to every punch. But yeah, he throws the lunging cross. Yeah, it's hard to fight like off tempo. It's not. It doesn't feel, especially like it messes with your breathing and everything. You have to like repurpose your engine to like that style of fighting. Yeah, Maki's doing very good because he knows his range, and he's actually beating Zoto to the jab, even though Zoto has the whole like half a step of time that he could be throwing it before Maki gets in range. Yeah. Yeah, there's something I'm looking for with both guys, and I want them to get in one more like extended exchange to really nail it down. It looks like they're both trying to throw like right after the other one. Not even necessarily counters. It's like they're matching the tempo and then trying to be like a half step behind, so they're like winning the exchanges. Whoever does that is winning the exchanges too. Yeah, I don't know if it's just because hooks are like disproportionately stronger than they should be, or if it's because like straight punches are like more easily blocked. But a lot of the player base don't throw straight punches, even though they're quote unquote easier to land, they're landable. Like if you mix up tempo, go body head, or you hit at an angle, you can land them. And so I think just getting better at landing at range will help a lot of the player base, especially as the game progresses to be more in line with what you would expect a punch to do relative to real life boxing.
It's both. They think that the straights are too easy to block, so they just go with the hooks. They even lead with hooks, which is a problem for me.
Yep.
Like you can see a hook coming from a mile away, even a quick one. You can still see it, but so they get away with it because of the player base. Mm-hmm. The thing is, too, they don't have to land the first one or the second one or the third one. They just have to land, like, whichever one they land.
You can land 4 times, and then they can 2-tap you if they get you with the hooks.
And then it doesn't have to be in the head. Go low. Drop the guard.
Yeah. I think straights are still super useful. I use them a lot, but they require a lot more setup. Yeah, since I don't do big damage, I just go with numbers, and I'm always landing straight punches just because for me they're free, because most people don't expect them because no one throws them. And
and I also just kind of change angles to try to land them. And most people aren't able to deal with that. Then I get caught with like a dumb hook for no reason, and then I get stunned.
Yeah, I hardly ever lose on damage. It's always from stupid KO.
Yeah.
A KD at the end of the round, stealing rounds and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I've been outboxed like a few times, but most of my losses come off of like ridiculous hook damage. I'm fine with having like ridiculous hook damage. I just think that you should bring up the damage of the other punches too.
I'm just looking forward to the punch order being a thing that matters, because if you're landing a jab and they're like mid punch throwing a hook, the hook shouldn't do damage. Like you shouldn't eat 2 punches to land 1 counter. That's not a real counter.
You've seen Trent's
that's part of the
proposal.
issue.
Seconds out.
Yeah,
saw
that's
Trent's
why
proposal.
I'm looking forward to that.
Ready?
I really hope that goes through.
Box on.
I'm sure. It will.
Yeah, well, I hope it goes through and that it like feels the way we expect it to. Sometimes you put in a system and think it's gonna be one thing, but then you end up just creating a different problem. But it sounds good. I'm hoping it works as good as it's described.
The good thing about it is Carbon is post the era where they were putting stuff in and it'd be tuned way to the top or way to the bottom, and they were making really big adjustments and then always skipping the middle. He seems to tune stuff pretty right the first time, and then it's just small adjustments after that.
Yeah, I just think body effort and the stuns, if they're tuned a little bit different, I think we get a whole different meta. I don't even think it needs much to be changed.
It's like close to. I mean, as close as it can be, but it's getting really close to a great realistic product. It really is going to be like 1 or 2 adjustments, like a counter system and things like positioning, maddening, and how much damage you take, how much damage you can do off a punch. Like seatbelt hooks should go away. I've never hit a bag significantly hard by like making like a straight line across my chest.
Oh yeah.
Crossbody punches for the Hanukkah event. Should be very emotionalized.
Yeah, it just causes such a. It's just way too strong to something like shouldn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah, avoid, try to reduce
He
just the
stepped
hooks.
into a hook.
Yeah,
Wasn't
try to work
throwing
more
hard.
on your jab.
oh yeah, no shade at UBA, but you do it 4 times in a row, and then it's a call out. That on paper, I think it sounded good, but like that effect, like, it's like 2
Yeah, people can game that.
Like if you do a game, you punch like 4 times in a row, where like I don't remember the exact verbiage, but it was basically like what was letting some people get away with like slappy punches or like the cross body shots.
I have the rules memorized. It was supposed to be 2 warnings and then a point deduction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
actually
we
like the
know
rules.
their rules. They're subject to change. I'm kidding. I'm just getting involved.
Said avoid. Avoid, I want you to do what Tomato did the other round. Only throw jabs. That's it. Just throw the jab and move. Work on like the little angles that we worked on before. And keep your guard up.
Locks on.
I do want to clarify with Maki a little bit. I wasn't actually trying to like loophole anything. I'm actually just not familiar with like the formatting, so I thought it was a legitimate rule. So I had that in my back pocket for if we needed it, and so that's why I had it like ready.
See, look how much less he's getting hit now.
And you fixed it.
Jay's fighting on a pretty readable tempo right now.
Yeah, avoids time.
He didn't look like he was throwing that hard there either.
He's getting off the line, but then he's coming back to it. I see that happen a lot in the game too, where people they'll take an angle and then they return to back in front of the person. You got the angle.
Yeah. You can kind of use it as like a feint. If you take the angle, you get a deterrent from an angle like that. But this isn't bad.
Yeah, but the whole point is making them adjust to you. Like you don't want to come back just to get back in front of them.
He's doing it too.
Great work from Jay there. You saw him. The void was kind of like moving his head off to the right and then sitting up. And he just Jay just threw the same combo like 5 times in a row and it landed. I also like the way Jay uses his like lead hand to create distance after he's done throwing. Throw like a chopping like jab. He's coming back up. He's got a whistly nose.
Thought it was me at first.
That's not whistly nose. I just stopped breathing to make sure it wasn't me.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. I was like,
a jab like this. Just amateurs do this. When you professional, we here. You here. We here. You here. We here. You here. 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 Here.
I love that Void clip.
Yes.
Pretty split on Floyd because part of me is like he definitely is one of the best boxers ever, but
Seconds out.
he did a whole lot of cherry picking. It's you can't deny it, and I like Floyd. I'll defend him to a lot of people, but
It's
yeah, a few of his fights should be either like disqualification or no contest. Like the Zab Judah fight should not have been. It should have been disqualification. You can't have your corner jump in the ring. That's an immediate disqualification.
if it was anybody else, it would have been.
Yeah, I mean, He was over there resting in the corner, and Zab Judah's like getting attacked by his team and like arguing and yelling. Like he gassed himself out during that exchange. And then the Victor Ortiz, I think it should have been a no contest. Victor Ortiz was being an idiot, but like I don't know, that he got away with that.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, and then the
it's picture on
Pacquiao fight, it
paper.
should not the Pacquiao fight should have been disqualification too, because he got caught, had to pay a fine for having IV needles that were illegal against, and all he had to do was pay a fine. He rehydrated
And the
with IV.
Pacquiao fight should have happened years earlier.
Yep. Well, and then on top of that, the same thing is Pacquiao was denied anti-inflammatories for his shoulder that was messing up, but then Floyd was caught using the IV, but that was allowed. It was like two different standards as well too, but yeah, way earlier. Pacquiao had already got knocked out and already showing signs of like having shoulder and knee issues.
Yeah, and honestly, I still think Floyd beats him like prime for prime if they fought when they were younger. But now there's going to be an asterisk next to it.
It's almost as if like him fighting in his career doesn't seem like he did.
He just don't. He
Pacquiao
doesn't
did a
want
lot
a
in that
problem.
fight.
He never wanted to
Yeah.
have a problem with anybody. And there were people out there that would definitely have given him a problem. He still probably would have won, but they would have given him a problem. And he didn't. He just didn't want to risk it because of his quote unquote legacy.
What's that one guy's name? Completely blanking. The guy that got paralyzed.
Richard Cohen.
No, it was at the same time that Floyd was around. It was I actually don't know if Richard Cohen was at that time. He fought Martinez and lost to Martinez. So like that famous where he gets knocked out in the rematch.
Yeah, I'm blanking.
Is it Paul Williams?
Paul Williams.
Yeah,
I think he was one of the
I
other
think
guys.
so.
Yeah, it was a motorcycle
Yeah, I think
accident, right?
Yep. I think he gave Floyd a problem because I think they were at the same weight for at one point. Honestly, I know people are gonna disagree, but I actually think Amir Khan gives him problems with the hand speed.
I can see that, especially
He-
older
he
Floyd that didn't
admitted-
have as much pop.
He admitted that Emmanuel Augustus gave him problems. He said he was the hardest fight he ever had.
Yeah, Emmanuel, he's an awkward style. I think he actually, because I watched the fight, I went back. He fought on not Andre Ward, the other Ward, and I thought he actually won that fight against Ward, Mickey Ward.
Yeah, the boxing organizations as a whole didn't like him because he was so unorthodox.
Which nowadays, if he came in, like that's kind of celebrated now to some extent.
Yeah.
Like you look flashy. Yeah,
No, I mean the same thing happened in the NBA when AI came in.
Yep.
And playing the way he played, they didn't like him either. So same thing.
Yeah, they call him.
And now everybody looks like AI. And
Yep. I mean, part of it was timing, but also part of it's just straight up racism.
The NBA was pretty bad about that.
who's fighting now? Let me fight.
Oh, do you want to go NFTG?
All right, we'll coach NFTG. I'm just
Yeah, I'm
Okay, got
probably
this.
buns now from playing single player so much.
Alright,
We're gonna get you versus DJ.
no, me versus NFTG.
DJ's ducking.
Yeah, typical.
Oh, we're having a comms fight.
I don't, I won't be able to stream and go on comms, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm down the Spar. NFTG if you want to do that.
The one time, DJ, don't lie. You're never on when everyone else is on. You're always on at some weird ass hour when no one's on, and then you're going to every server asking for spars.
Eating ice cream.
Shoveling
Well, he'll
snow.
have his headset on, and it'll
then
say
you,
NFTG is online, and he'll get off. He'll turn off his headset really
and
fast.
then I'll be on, and you'll be like, I'm ducking golf. What did I do?
Alright, I'm gonna go downstairs. NFTG
But
is about
I guess
to
I'm
get the brakes
on
off
too
me.
strong. You just can't handle my tactical rolls.
Yeah, I've seen some talk of like just bi-league sort of thing of like punishing people for like rolling too low, and I'm sort of split on that. I think that if you're rolling and if you can roll as low as you want, as long as your head is still like facing them, as long as like your face is looking at them, I don't think that you can really go too low. But if you're like bending over at the waist and putting your head down and like quote unquote rolling, that should be
Yeah,
penalized.
I kind of agree with that one. The only time it was a problem was like the constant crotch sniffing level of rolling, but like normal rolling should be fine. But it was like I think it especially. Well, actually, I don't know. But like people just doing that in ranked was just like doing the really awkward, really low movement. I think that got dropped a little bit because I think people were doing that a lot more before the ping change was happening. I could be wrong. I don't actually play ranked a lot, so
I know that the clinch system being in live has changed a lot. A lot of people just
that too. Yeah,
are not getting as high level as they were. And I know that like the whole elo thing is different now. Like I think at 1800 now is like a 2200 pre-wipe. Don't quote me on that. What is this image,
yeah, it would be
dude?
nice. It'd be nice to see like the actual like where people fall. I don't even need like a ladder system, but like percentile or whatever, like as it fluctuates.
Yeah, I'm tempted to. Me and Bad were talking about that. I'm tempted to like not ever get ranked, so that everyone takes the fight. Just do casuals.
Yeah, I just do whatever. If I ever play the ladder, or I just play whoever has the lowest ping to me. But I try my best to not go there.
Yeah. Yeah, if I do casuals, I look at if they have a big enough room scale and if their ping is good. The rest of the stuff I don't care about.
Yeah, 99%, like, not 99, but like 80% of the player base is like joystick, and it's hard to find someone with good ping and a room scale.
Yeah. That's usually what it is. That people are like, if you don't do that, you'll never find anybody. It's like I guess I'll find like the same 10 guys in the server over and over again.
Yep. I guess we're maybe less coaching this time and more commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, NFTG is very good with that lead hand feint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's textbook of when they say like educated lead hand. He does all the right stuff with his lead hand. Even this stuff I was talking about earlier, like you can give yourself more of like, you can make them give you more range just by moving your hands and like giving them different looks.
Yep. He's already like switched his stance like 3 times between southpaw and conventional. Right now he's back to conventional. Now
Which
he's
is
southpaw.
smooth too, yeah. Back to conventional. That's so bad.
Yeah, most people can't do that. But also he's doing what I always recommend, and his guard is more dynamic. He's not just keeping it kind of, again, like what you were saying, it's not just stationary. He's using it to probe, he's using it to set up punches, he's throwing jabs, mixing up levels.
Even if you just look here, he's giving himself like, and Fish is the guy that will pressure you like this. Whenever Fish isn't pressuring, look how much space he gives in FTG. As I say that, he stands right in front of him.
Yeah, for this one, in this matchup, this is something where Fish is the one that's forced to create the angles. NFTG, if he wants to, can just kind of wait for Fish to move and then either use his lead hand just to create distance by jabbing, or because he has the range advantage here and has good timing. So to close the gap, Fish has to create some angles.
He's got to do some stuff he's not used to doing. He wants to get in the inside. Not just feigning your hands, feigning your whole body, you know?
Yeah, that's like one of the harder things that people have an issue with grasping with feints is more than just using your hands and upper body, like body feinting, foot feinting, like changing directions. All of that is like under the umbrella of feinting. And so I think the biggest feint that people could use to give themselves an advantage is the step-in feint. So you like do like a half step-in feint and then step back out to bait the hooks, and then you go back in. Actually, it's probably the best, especially against counterpunchers. If you're fighting a counterpuncher and you can do that, you're gonna do well, because you're gonna pull out that hook and then you're gonna land the 1-2 after the fact.
He was doing it, you see that? He's listening. You don't even really have to step off your back foot at all. You just take that little front foot step, move your head into. There's some stuff you can do in game that's a little bit more sneaky with it because of how it tracks you. You know, just moving your head forward and your foot forward just to give yourself a base, and push off your foot to move back whenever they throw.
Yeah, and FTG is a good person to learn from, those types of subtle feinting, because he's good at pressuring in ways that like conventional people don't, or like the average player is not going to pressure you. Most people use their power to pressure you. He's using a combination of timing and mixing it up and then feinting a lot, and it's making you second guess what he's going to do, and so it's making you pause. And if you can pressure like that, you're able to dictate the flow of the fight. So, yeah, and if you want to handle, DJ said the switching is hard to deal with. To handle switching, you kind of have to pressure in a way that you kind of push them to be in a specific stance or direction. So if you're able to punish him in southpaw in a way that you more so than you can in his conventional stance, then you're going to kind of force him to be in one stance or the other. Or you wait for a specific counter when he's in a specific stance. So like if he switches to southpaw and he's standing right in front of me, I'm going to shoot that straight right hand hook and then pivot out. And so I'm going to wait for that when he's in that specific stance. And then if he's in a conventional stance, I'm going to be working behind the jab. And so you kind of have to have that like I'm gonna fight one way in one stance, one way when he's in another stance. And you kind of have to just like, it's not easy, but you kind of have to like juggle that in your mind.
Yeah, I like to switch a lot, but the way I find people to switch a lot is I always try to circle to their lead hand, but I won't like commit to any of the big steps until I can get them to throw that hand. Because no one doubles
Yeah, so
up.
you're
on
trying to
the same
circle
time.
around it, right? Like away from their cross or their backhand.
Yeah, whatever the power hand is, I'm just always moving in that direction until they switch. And usually right after someone switches, and this goes all the way up to like, it's why a lot of pro boxers don't switch, because it's a tendency, but you'll see it happen in MMA a good amount. But when someone switches, there's always like a tiny little, there's like a hesitation. There's like a loading time of them to like reset, stuff like that. So as soon as you see someone switch, you can usually like fire off something heavy and hit them.
And also the kind of reality with switching is 95% of people who try to switch are considerably worse on one stance.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can pressure them being worse on that stance, then that's also going to benefit you. Because you see it in professional all the time. They'll see somebody switch to being left-handed or being southpaw, and they're worse.
Yeah, it's strange too. It doesn't seem to like. It usually lines up to whatever. Like if you're right-handed, you're orthodox or whatever. But I'm one of those guys that I feel like I do better work in southpaw, even though I'm right-handed.
Oh yeah,
It's like
like goofy-footed for skateboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, ready? Fight!
Don't touch his gloves.
Trying to work the long guard.
I don't like that range for a fish. I know that he loves the end fight, but this is a different matchup.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful counter, man.
Yeah, I think NFTG wasn't trying for that, but it worked out great.
No, it was just perfectly timed. He threw over top of the other hand. Of Fish's hook. I think gives credence to the idea that sometimes like slower hooks do like big damage in this. How his wrist looked up, but it might just be how he's holding the controller.
Yeah, angle was
see what
punch
you
as
mean.
well. The tracking gets weird sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like you can tell like 60% of what someone's doing without like an IRL cam. So like there's some guys whose arms look totally different just because they hold the controller like at a little bit of an angle.
Yeah, so Fish has allowed himself to get moved the way that NFTG wants him to go. So if he's forcing him left, NFTG's left, so Fish should be trying to like step out and going to his left and to cut it off. Kind of like NFTG just did.
Yeah. The one thing when Fish does, like he's doing the pivot hooks, I like to see him like shorten those up. Like have your body turned so the hook kind of comes off at it's like a not like a straight, like 90-degree elbow hook. Just kind of like push it out at like a diagonal angle from where you're standing. Like that, do it like after instead of before.
Yeah, something I want to make a long video on, and NFTG is doing like an excellent display of it. Is he's changing up his tempo when he a lot. Like he'll be bouncing one way, and then he'll like extra hold on one side, and then we'll throw that right hand or hook off of it. So he's doing a lot to play with tempo, which is allowing him also to set up changing directions. It's helping him set up everything, right? Because if you can control the tempo and the pace, you're going to be the one that determines or decides when to fight.
Yeah, and then it becomes a mental thing of like them knowing that they're behind the 8 ball and have to catch up, and then you can just stand there like he was doing and just throw a hook when he comes in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Fish. It seemed like you were just holding the controller that way.
Knockdowns would be yes.
They were weird. Like throwing half punches.
Yeah, a few of them were like full on counters, at least on our end. So it could have been on your end. It didn't look like it, but on our end, it was like a full Fish walked into it.
Yeah, it might have got 30 damage, like baseline, and then got like, move in and alignment and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was just focusing on accuracy. I wasn't even trying to do much anything else.
It was good work. No notes. Like the lead hand, we were kind of given that as an example of just like, even whenever you're just at that middle distance, not throwing, you were doing stuff with that hand to get him to like, put his mind to like one side or the other.
You gotta keep them uncomfortable and thinking. The more you're thinking, the more uncomfortable you are, the more time I have to do stuff before you can think about it. I never let you reset. If I can, I'm not gonna let you reset. I'm not gonna let you back up because you have to make it your fight. So I'm making it my fight, and you have to do what I want you to do, even if you don't even know that that's what's happening. Like you don't know that I'm manipulating you into doing what I want you to do.
Yeah, it's like a spy games. You're giving them bad information to get them to like do something that they shouldn't do.
Yeah, like you saw me do that and you saw a tail. I'm gonna give you the tail. I'm gonna give it to you so that you act on whatever you're gonna do, and I get to choose when you do it.
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you'll do something and you'll see like an immediate reaction, and you're like, "Oh, that's like your
Your
instinct."
answer.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna do that again. Yeah.
And I can count on it because it was a reflex. It wasn't that you thought about it. That's just what happens. So I can count on you doing that again whenever I feel like it.
Yep, it's making them pay for tendencies. Said boxing IQ. If you could max out any stat, just like watch videos on like boxing philosophy and IQ and any of that stuff. Like you can learn how to punch well and you can do all the other stuff. But what's going to separate like the great players, even in VR, is like
IQ will put you above everybody in the game. It don't matter how fast they are. It doesn't matter how strong they are. IQ is the best stat to have. I would move points from, if I could, I would move points from other stats to my IQ stat just to make me better.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at even like guys like Cam. They're not like throwing the kitchen sink. They're not like throwing a whole bunch of dynamic shots, or like they don't punch super hard or super fast. They're just always like in the right position. And composure is another important thing. You don't like get put out of your position by what they're doing. Beard here in the throat. What? How long is your beard, man?
And are you sure it's beard hair?
Yeah. How curly is it?
You said it, I didn't. I was about to say it.
All right. Moving on.
Is there anything that anybody saw that I did that they want to know why I did it?
That doesn't have anything. I got one. And it's not even like a why isn't like it didn't make sense, but like you like circle, so you throw like one of those pivot hooks and then you'd immediately like pivot back to like right in front of them, and it was working. I was like, what's the idea behind that? Because it seemed to work, but
Because they're turning to face you,
they're expecting you to keep going on that side.
right, to keep going. So they're already committed to going that way. So you change directions, and now you have that shot again if you go down the middle with it, or it's just that you're just trying to keep them out of position.
Yeah, never letting them set their feet. That's some sneaky stuff. I'm gonna start
I do
working on
sneaky
it.
stuff. I do a lot of sneaky stuff.
Guys, don't fight an FTG. He cheats.
I cheat.
He's got plaster in his mouth.
Let's go.
That was fun though. Thank you. It's very useful.
Yeah, there was a lot of subtle stuff that I didn't even. We talked about a lot that you were doing, but there was a lot that we kind of just took for granted that people would recognize, but probably should have broken down as well. But yeah, I did notice that when you did that on fish, like the switching directions and forcing in one direction, a lot of the feints and stuff. But I don't know how to call it, but it's like you were changing your tempo a lot, especially. You would do like it's like a shoulder move, like, and then like pause a little bit longer on one direction, and then you like threw the straight off of it. I thought that was nice. I do the same thing.
Yeah, that's all about timing, throwing off their timing. Especially if they're expecting something. If I've already been throwing the real punch, the real 1-2 or whatever that I'm setting up, and then you pause in between somewhere, it throws off their timing if they have it. If they've gotten the timing, and it just throws them off.
That's the worst. You'll like adjust, and then he'll adjust, and then you have to adjust.
Yeah. Like they'll go to guard, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's not coming," and then it comes.
Yeah, as soon as they relax. Yeah. Saltfish was doing the step-in feints. They seemed to cause like a little bit of hesitation. He should have kept at it. Not even really hesitation. It just like causes like a neutral.
Yeah.
You know.
I was intentional about not doing too much of the same thing with him. Because he'll catch
Yeah, I guess I would
do
agree.
it. Like, I don't know if you noticed, especially in the third and the second, I was trying to really switch up.
Some really good defense. It's happening right now. Who is he fighting? Oh, is that the WWSD or whatever? Yeah. Doing some great defense stuff.
Yeah. They're
I like to see Bodie working defense.
Who's on?
Bodie and Emperor. Emperor is new. I've never seen him before.
I've seen him around. I haven't seen him fight though.
Yeah, Bodie's doing good.
Yeah, Bodhi, something you're doing that I'm not a fan of is you're shortening your straight punches. You're like standing right in front of him to throw a straight punch when you could be like 2 steps back and hitting him with the same punch.
I do think he might be joystick though, for a guy.
No.
His role is joystick, and then he told me he was room scale, but
Yeah, you're solid
Yeah.
defense.
he's joystick. Why would you tell me you're room scale then? Shame on you.
Yeah, the
You just
joystick
lied
is.
to get in.
Yes. My brother in Christ, it's
Oh.
in the chat.
You're gonna change it. Screenshot it. Hurry.
Yeah.
Even if he changes it, let's keep the original.
Oh, that's right.
Bodhi, if you want to leave, you can. I understand. Okay. Yeah, shame on you. For
Yeah, Bodhi.
bad luck.
Try working on lateral movement while throwing straight punches. You got the range, you shouldn't even be able to get close without getting hit. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do it against joystick as well, but you at least have something to work on.
Yeah. I mean, Emperor does have like solid defense with his like the hands, like in his guard. So with joystick, that makes it even harder to like really get him. But also, it might be easier to have good defense when you're just standing in one place holding a button back. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of
also
joystick.
true, yeah. And focus on.
Yeah. And yeah, Bodhi seemed to make the adjustment there, though. He's not throwing those straights like in super close anymore.
Yeah, I guess this is good practice for non-TCL fight.
Yeah, you can, even with joystick, I mean, it's not as fun and it's not as realistic, but you can still kind of manage your distance.
Temper's credit, he's fighting a joystick user. Almost like but he lied to me
Yeah.
about it. No, I'm mad.
But he's
He's
missing,
not doing
like,
anything bad.
yeah. Let's say Bodhi's missing some of like the refinement of like somebody with in real life experience, but he has some good instincts when it comes to playing the game. He mixes it up to the body. He changes directions and size he goes to. He does things that like a real fighter would do, but some of it is, since he learned it in the game, is gamified to an extent.
Yeah. I mean, even
Not necessarily his fault.
Yeah. Even Bodhi himself has been like, I'm gonna do watch the game. Since the guy, you know, at least it's so
Not only good instincts, but good timing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's the screenshot of him saying,
Yeah,
"Am I joystick? No."
I'm waiting for him to come back in here. Then I'm gonna time him out for a week for lying to me.
As well, let him finish his spar and then kick him to the curb.
I'm actually more frustrated because I've been looking for more like joystick players like at this level where they're not cheesing. They're like fighting fairly well. No.
He was just confused.
Yeah, no. he said it like 7 times. Like he's
He's just
Yeah.
not the brightest light bulb, you know?
it's
He was
is.
misconfused.
He can't read.
Yeah, it's definitely not as fun to work on movement stuff in a spar against someone that's joystick. So
Yeah, if they're not out of turn,
you can.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say you can still just like hit at range, like jab.
Seconds out.
If you're not out of turn, or if they're not out of turn, it's too easy. You can just like circle, and then they'll never catch you, because they can't like turn the proper way to keep up with you, without like spinning in a circle. And then if they're out of turn, you can never out circle them.
But don't get tilted, Bodhi. It is just a spar. Whether that's for you.
Nice combo.
Because the Emperor, I mean, from what I've seen, he's a pretty decent fighter. So having like a good little spar with him is not gonna hurt you. Or at least how to deal with these joystickers a little better.
Yeah, Emperor's getting beat to the body work when he's in position to throw more to the body.
I feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Bodhi already knows how to do what he's doing. So.
Yeah, with it's better. Sorry, real quick. With guys like Bodhi and like these more higher level guys, I want to see them working on like specifics. Not just like just a regular like this. This is basically them just trying to beat each other.
There's definitely like a time and place for that, like that 90% or like 80% of the spar. There's no Q Hello World, but now that I've sparred twice, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I'm good. Who's gonna spar?
It was turned into a fight along him.
The blue corner.
Thank you for pressing the button earlier. Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed too about that, but it is what it is, Bodhi. Do you want to spar Hello World? Okay. Yeah, he was lying for sure. He just didn't want
He
to
accidentally lied 3 times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oops. Oopsies. He's just a girl, guys. He's just a girl.
Just a small girl.
I just said yes to your question 2 times. I wasn't actually saying yes to your question. What a lad. What a lad.
He just auto said yes. I guess that's what you should do. Just if you don't know what you're reading, just say yeah.
Did you kill this woman? What did you say? Yeah, I did. Jesus Christ. Okay.
The part of the movie Yes Man.
Oh man.
So you're saying you're guilty? What?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. These pants make me look fat. What? Yeah.
It's dangerous territory, Jink.
I know. I said it. I got the door closed, and I've got 2 doors between us. Even then, I looked out the door to make sure she wasn't looking at me. I'm good. Scared of that woman.
You know they can hear through concrete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is quality, dude. Listening to a bunch of uns complain about ladies.
Oh, what the hell? That was weird.
Hello world, if you want to get your cardio up quick, go to a gym that has those assault bikes and do that every day. 5 minutes, and don't let it go below like 60 RPMs. I know.
Like invisible for 12 rounds a day.
Yeah. That'll do it. Shout out Invisible. That guy's always helping out. Dropping stuff in chat.
Yeah, Invisible is just a good dude. Just a good dude.
Yo, guys, guy.
Hate those. They work, but I hate them because they work. This is a much better pace though. They're both like staying there.
Sparring, yeah.
This is kind of, in my opinion, like the ideal spar. Medium pace. You trade 1 or 2 punches. The other guy gets 1 or 2 punches. You reset.
Yeah, even at this pace, you get accidental knockouts, which is why I don't buy the fact that we get more knockdowns per round. Is because people are throwing more. It's just the damage is too high.
I do think we're finally like a system.
Oh, for sure. I just, again, sparring mode is fixing most of these problems.
I also want, like, I don't even necessarily want sparring mode. I want to be able to adjust the bars, like...
Yeah, and customs.
Like, in this case...
Yeah, I mean, that would make it... No, I was saying, yeah, that would fix my problem, but I assume that's what you're...
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, in this case, just turn health to, like, 3 times. And then, if you're fighting in this space, you know... I don't know how feasible
just turn...
that is.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be, like, one of the first things they implemented into the game would be just, like, more custom options. But I don't know if you have to have the damage system set to make that easier, or... But yeah, add health,
You just change the
decrease
threshold.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand.
Send more of that damage towards the long term instead of quick damage.
I want the way the game does knockdowns now to be like that in the 8th or the 9th or the 1st.
Yeah. Most of these like 3-round fights, and unless it's like a quick finish, very little usually happens in the first 3 rounds in terms of like, you know, like long-term punishment buildup. You have to be really waylaying a guy to get that much like like an impact in a fight, like, at least in pro boxing and amateurs. But
Yeah, for coaching, I would say you guys are going at a good pace. I would say half the time you guys throw at the most, you're kind of like putting your head to each other instead of kind of working your way in. I think Hellenworth's doing a better job of that. Like he's jabbing to the body and then coming back up. But if you can dictate your range using your jab 1-2, I think that's something to work on.
Seconds out.
Sure, you guys have stuff you want to add too.
yeah, I don't know if they can hear.
I think he meant
I want
straight.
to. Oh yeah, I'm just saying I don't know if Bodie can hear, so I couldn't really coach him. But I was just gonna say he seems to rely more on his guard than head movement, and I think that Hello can make him pay for that.
Yeah, I'm guilty of the same thing, but like in my opinion, it should be footwork, head movement, then grab.
Mm-hmm. Right there from Hollywood. See, I don't like that whenever Bodie will stand in front of him with his guard up, and then Hello doesn't like. He doesn't keep his guard's like high. His sides are exposed. They're like an uppercut to the body.
Yeah, like right.
Right there, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, like even in this position, like throw that upper to the body a few times, and then mime the upper once you get him used to that timing, and then pivot instead, and turn that upper into like a body shot put.
Yep. And he's dropping his elbows whenever you start to go to the body, and he's open on that side. You see it? He saw it. Yep.
And then
Good man.
yeah, once you pop to that over, then you can mix it up. Then you can go back to the upper, go back to the face, go back to the side. He's gonna be stuck facing.
Yeah, and Bodie's good. He'll adjust to it. Nice stuff. He'll adjust to it, but things like
Wasn't
that,
expecting that.
you can win minutes of the round just off of like little things you find out like that.
That was just punishment, but it's like he said, like we get knockdowns even when they're at like a medium pace, like 60%. It's like punishment. It's
Yeah, I'd love to see either of them just work in those like shorter pivots. Just whether to escape or to create an opening. Yeah, kind of like that. And right here, Bodie should be getting in front of him as he's moving to try to cut him off.
Yep.
yeah.
He's doing a good job of cutting him off. Nice.
Hello world, if you can hear me, don't do what you just did, like with the drop down. Because when you did that, you like dropped your hands and they were wide open. So Bodie moves laterally. Not only is he gonna catch you, but you're just gonna like the hook is open, the upper is open, even the jab is open. Yeah.
Also, whenever you're up close and you're infighting, don't start your sequence with the jab. Start with like a hook, because if you start with the jab, he knows that the second hand's coming and he can just duck under it. And for Bodie, yeah, with that high guard, whenever you're in front of him and he's in like the range to hit your body, just take like a step back. You can step right back forward, but make him not confident, because if he throws that body hook and you're not there, you have straight right down the pipe. Good stuff from both guys, though.
Okay, get ready. Let's fight.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about just being involved in the community, even though I'm not necessarily as much as others, but is seeing like the progress of a lot of the people. Like Hello World, I think he's gotten better as well this year from 6 months ago to now. He's telegraphing a lot less. He's picking his shots better, moving a lot. Like before, his like right hand was the easiest thing to dodge in the world. So seeing the progress, him. 1 HP, like these people as they progress and they with no boxing experience, it's nice.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about that, the whole thing.
And that long guard. That's a good tech against Harold. That was a weird drop. Just a little jab. Yeah, but Bodhi's using that long guard, and then whenever Hello World throws the 2, Bodhi comes back with the 4. It's good stuff. Just do more of that. There it is.
Need to get Hello World more cards. Stop worrying about your physics exam, Hello World. It's time to worry about TCO.
Lights on.
So when somebody does that, just
Priorities.
step to the around it and like hook,
Yeah.
pivot out, and then it's like that's the easiest thing for me to deal with. People throw that like do that like it's supposed to stop me. It just makes you vulnerable. You can only punch me with your other hand.
If I don't think the person knows how to counter it, I'll do it. But it just doesn't work in game because you can't actually like put your hand on them and push them.
Yeah, it works in real life if you can frame them and keep them in going one direction. But in game, you're open to the cross or the hook to the body, the hook to the head. Like you just open yourself to everything. The only people that work on is people with no footwork. You can't get in range with it there.
I'll push back a little bit, even though I agree mostly. I'll push back that I think that it works really well situationally, like to establish, like to give yourself more of a range that they can't step in on. But you have to be willing to like move your feet too. If someone does it to me, I just don't advance, like because I know what punch they have to throw. They can't throw the hand that they're sticking out.
Yeah.
So I'm just
I
trying
do.
to push them in.
I throw the hand that I'm sticking out. I just don't stick it all the way out like they're doing, so I can like preload it, and then
Oh yeah,
throw a quick
paw.
one. Yeah.
Paw at theirs, and then one of those paws turns into a jab.
Yep.
Yeah, most things are like you can use them good situationally. I think he was just fully extending it and keeping it there. I don't think that necessarily is good situationally, but like NFTG said,
No.
if you have like it half extended, you can quickly pull it back and throw that jab. But he's doing it like Tyson Fury was doing to Usyk, and Usyk was just hitting that body shot all day.
Yeah, it's good to throw. It's good to use in a spar, but just because like now you can learn like where it benefits you to use it the most.
Especially like I know you do it, especially if you use it with like the half step back or step out when you know they're trying to go the direction that because you can use it to feed them, not like make them go that direction because they're going to try to go to your open body or something. So you can use it to set up stuff. I just think most people aren't good enough with it in game to actually utilize it well outside of like YouTube.
Yeah, I'll use it if someone's like tracking me, like if I'm like hurt and I know someone's tracking me, I'll just cover the hand that I'm worried about and then just roll under because usually most people just throw a hook, so you just cover the hand that I'm worried about and roll under the other one.
I think like just honestly like the half out position instead of the full post is just more useful like in game at least.
Yeah, because you can do all the things that they just explained. Like you can stop punches, you can double jab off of it and force them to go the way you want. You can do all those things if it's not all the way out. If it's all the way out, you kind of locked in. Literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can throw a check hook from there, but it's gonna only work like on one axis, if that makes sense. Like you can't, if you're holding your hand straight out like that, then someone like level changes and goes to the body. It's going to be weird for you to like pull your hand back and then lower it down. I mean, even if you land it, I don't think it's going to get crazy damage.
Yeah, I mean, if you just go under the arm, like, if it's fully extended, there's not really much they can do about it.
Oh yeah, just do like the little rope drill underneath it, and just continue
Yeah. Pretty much. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
there's also ways just to get around it with like feinting it. Like you feint the way like you're gonna circle around it, or you like just as many ways as it's useful. There's as many cons to it. You just have to be mindful, like with any style or approach.
Yeah, if I'm using a long guard, I am like, it's good to use against like Jordan's jab whenever he's like really wanting to throw his jab, but you have to be like on your feet like a bunny rabbit. Like you can't be like flat-footed, standing still, like backing up like little steps. You have to like kind of be like bouncing in and out, like MVP kind of. Amaki is really good. It's really good with it as well.
Same with the cross guard. Like it's good situationally. It can be good as your main style, but I would say it's probably better situationally. That way you can mix up your defense and offense.
The AI cannot get around a cross guard at all if you stay at range. It just doesn't have an answer for it.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The cross guard and the jab.
All right. Yeah, thank you to everyone who came out and sparred. Thank you to everyone who's hung out with us for like the last 2.5 hours-ish. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. Pretty simple. You guys?
You know, good stuff. I enjoyed watching it. I like the if you want to impress me, be coachable, dude. Like the highlight of the night for me was saying that Hello World was the throw an uppercut to the body and then him doing it right after, and it was like
yeah,
ending up the game.
Yeah, next time I'll definitely try and figure out a way for me to be able to hear. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have just opened up YouTube on my phone. It would have had like a 5-second delay, but well, now I know for next time. But yeah.
Yeah.
Coaching and getting coached is like so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's especially good when you see something and then, or like even if you don't see something and someone tells you and then it works. It's a good feeling. It reminds you that it's more like chess than it is like, you know, trying to break down a brick wall.
Yeah.
I also just like talking in the boxing theory, like some of the stuff we see and like why they're doing it, how they're doing it, what it sets them up to do, things like that. I think it's just like my favorite thing. It's like to do, and you're doing it while teaching the people that are fighting or in the audience. So it's
science.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
I love getting my ass beat and then coming back and being like, what do I do? But actually getting an answer.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
Community.
I mean, it's great for the community building, but like, I legitimately think this is probably the best training tool now, like outside of going to a gym.
Absolutely.
Oh,
if we can get some like legit boxing coaches to just like, you know, do some part-time stuff, whenever this becomes like a bigger thing and there's money rolling in, you'll get like big boxing gyms hiring guys for like their VR boxing division. Come on.
Yeah, like their own little meta community, like 10 years from now. Shit's gonna be crazy, dude. Yeah, and of course you have to like surround yourself with the right people, but you gotta go to the right gym, you gotta get the right coach, you gotta get the right sparring partner anyways, like, but I digress.
Yeah, it's better when it's like this where, you know, it's all these people from different walks of life and experience levels. able to do it without having to go like, but gate kept behind gyms like. And maybe you have a gym that has like one or two good people, but there's not a lot of cross pollination.
Yeah, gyms are a gamble, honestly. Like you get a great boxing coach, or you get one that's shit, and having you in there sparring in your second week and giving you concussions and permanent brain damage. So it is a gamble. Whereas here, it's all VR, but also you can reach out to like the best people in the community that have experience. Like you can get a wide breadth of different coaching backgrounds. Like I wouldn't have thought this was possible 10 years ago. But
Yeah.
I hoped it would be possible, but I wouldn't have like
You
thought of it.
Yeah, you never would have fucking thought of it. Like, hey, put this computer on your face and hold these things, and then you can box someone from Australia, and it'll be fun and like feel good. You would have been
And you won't get hurt.
and you won't get hurt. You won't get CTE.
That's the most. Yeah, that's the biggest thing I think.
You might hurt yourself, but you won't get hurt.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call this because I'm gonna keep yapping about this shit for like 10 hours if I don't. Any actual closing comments now?
I'm good.
Okay. Have a great night, guys.
See ya.
See ya.